On the vast and boundless land of China, the many famous mountains and rivers, each carrying a unique temperament and story. Among them, many mountains seem to have a mysterious power. There are some areas that seem to isolate themselves from the mortal world. These places filled with unknowns. Since ancient times, Ailao Mountain has always been full of all kinds of bizarre and strange things. Each story is like a mysterious seed, sprout and grow in the long river of time, attracting people to explore the truth behind it. On the morning of November 13th, 2020 Jian 4 members of Yunnan Geological Survey Bureau entered Ailao Mountain from Zhangpan Village, Zhenyuan County, Pu'er. They planned to arrive in Xinping County, Yuxi City, to meet the driver waiting there. However, the driver didn't wait for them at the appointed time. He called the police on the 15th at 7 o'clock that night. The Zhenyuan County government quickly organized forces. From November 20 1st to 20 2nd, the bodies of the 4 missing people were found. When they died, their faces were peaceful and calm, without any pain. The forensic doctor said that all died of heart disease caused by low temperature. But in fact, the truth is far more complicated than the news reported. Judging from their footprints, they had wandered around the campsite, wandered and circled within a 50-meter radius. It is inferred that they seemed to be trapped in a specific space and couldn't get out. Moreover, each of them had a high-gen precision positioning device. Strangely, none of them turned on the device, except for the incident in 2020 Jian. In history Ailao Mountain, there have been many strange disappearances and deaths. According to records, in the Han Dynasty, General Song Yue led his troops deep into Ailao. He led 100 cavalry to march first. But when the army caught up with Song Yue, they found that all 100 people were dead. The faces of the dead were calm, without any signs of pain. In 1670 Jian 3, Wu Sangui raised an army against the Qing. In 1680 Jian 1, Wu Sangui was defeated, and some retreated. Wu Zhuan entered the hinterland of Ailao Mountain, and never came out again. In 20 Jian second year of Kangxi, in 1680 Jian 3 AD, when hunters went into the mountains to hunt, they found these sterile corpses. The corpses were neatly arranged, and their armor was taken off and neatly stacked. These sterile deaths are very similar to those of the Geological Survey team in 2020 Jian 1, as if they were controlled by a mysterious force and went through a special ceremony. How did these people die, and what was the process of their deaths? General Song Yue and Wu Sangui's remnant soldiers, and the death process of 4 geological surveyors. No one witnessed it. However, there is a village called Shiyaku in Jingdong County, Pu'er City. Since 1990 Jian 3, there have been mysterious deaths in the village, Jingdong County, and Xinping County, where 4 geological team members disappeared, are all within the range of Aloshan. The death process of the villagers in Shiyaku were witnessed by survivors. The deceased had no warning before death. They suddenly fell ill and fell to the ground dead. After autopsy, these deceased died of sudden cardiac arrest caused by myocarditis. The government's scientific and medical departments have guessed all possible causes of death, from food poisoning, lack of trace elements, to viral infections, but none of them were correct. In 2002, the mysterious disease broke out again. 4 people were affected. Although the village doctor provided timely rescue, 8 people still died. To prevent accidents, moved the entire Shiyaku village. After that, the disease never appeared again. The bizarre deaths of the villagers of Shiyaku village. These mysterious disappearances and deaths are neither infectious diseases, nor food poisoning, nor a problem of flatulence. In this space, there exists a mysterious force or energy, can control human behavior and even life course. This is the legendary boundary. So far in the mysterious Ailao Mountain, there have been many strange supernatural deaths. Local people are terrified of it. They firmly believe that there are many unknown secrets hidden, because there has always been a story circulating. There is a tomb in the forbidden area deep in the mountains. Inside contains the huge wealth of the bandit Li Runge's life. Finding the entrance to the tomb can make you rich, but the ancient tomb is guarded by a python. As long as someone steps in, they will become the food of the python. There are many rumors about Ailao Mountain. According to ancient books Huayang Guoji and Haohan Shu, later the Dai people established a powerful regime here, named Ailao Kingdom. At its most glorious time, it had a population of 570,000. but for some reason, it fell in just over 300 years. The surviving people fled to the depths of Ailao Mountain, and gradually formed hundreds of ethnic groups, Yi, Hani, Miao, and other ethnic minorities. Eventually, these ethnic minorities were unified by the Dayao leader, in the Song dynasty, the king of Dali in Yunnan. Considering that, the Yan king, the leader of the Dayao people in Ailao Mountain, he was named as a Tusi. After several hundred years during the Mingmu Wangfu's rule, General Li Shangzhong led 10,000 troops to station in Ailao Mountain. In 33rd year of Qianlong in Qing dynasty, Li Shangzhong's descendant Li Yufang, for his contribution to quelling the rebellion in Ailao Mountain, was promoted to General Yongqiwei by Qianlong. At the same time, Qianlong transferred the title to the Lai family and was awarded the title of Ailao chief, and let the Lai family actually manage Ailao Mountain when the title of the chieftain. When it was passed to the 6th generation heir, Lai Ranji, he had accumulated huge wealth, but Lai Ranji was ambitious and unwilling to accept the status quo. He used the title of the chieftain to do fraud and arms business. He made a lot of money at that time. Later Yunlong, a Kuomintang official, used the arms provided by Lai Ranja, won a victory, and was appointed as the chairperson of Yunnan provincial government. Yunlong expressed his gratitude, appointed Lai Ranji as the commander of the 5th Independent Regiment of Yunnan, Jingping Jingdong, Shuangbai, Zhenyuan and 5 counties joint defense commander, with military and political power. Lai Ranji became even more unscrupulous. He formed a regime with officers, bandits, and merchants. He collected money locally. He intervened in all businesses. The locals dared not speak out. Lai Ranji became the local emperor of Yunnan. He almost monopolized all profitable industries. All the shops in the Ailao Mountain area were related to him. Merchants passing through the Ailao Mountain had to visit him and spend a lot of money to buy a small yellow flag. Only caravans with a small yellow flag could safely pass through the Ailao Mountain. Otherwise, they would be killed by bandits. But good and evil will be rewarded. In January 1950, Jian Lai Ranji was arrested by our army. On March 20th, the government issued an announcement and decided to hold a public trial in Sinping on the 25th. With a gunshot, Lai Ranji was executed on the playground in Sinping County. After Lai Ranji's death, there were rumors that he hid over 300 boxes of gold and wanted to raise troops in the future to make a comeback. But many people searched his house thoroughly, but found no trace of gold. Later, someone went to Ailao Mountain to search Lai Ranji's cottage, but found nothing. Later, a man who claimed to be Lai Ranji's servant said, Lai Ranji used a large number of horses to a remote place in the Ailao Mountains to transport many large boxes. There was a huge ancient tomb in that place, and the boxes were placed in the tomb. Whether there were gold bars inside was unknown. After hearing this news, many people entered the depths of Ailao Mountain to find it. But after entering, there were often strange things. Mist suddenly rose in the mountains, making people fall into illusions. Many people went in, few came out. Those who came out also became crazy and eat people. As the story got more and more outrageous, no one dares to enter the depths of Ailao Mountain. Until now, whether there is a treasure in the Ailao Mountain has become an unsolved mystery. Anyway, the 4 geological explorers entered the deep Ailao Mountain. Their real purpose was the legendary treasure of silk. Who is the owner of the ancient tomb? In fact, the depths of Ailao Mountain involve ancient tribes, the Zhuli people and the mysterious Juding. It is related to an ancient agreement. The Zhuli people were a tribal alliance in ancient times. Located in the middle and lower reaches of the Yellow River, Chi Yu was the leader. He had 80 Jianwan brothers. All were chiefs. Chi Yu and his 8 brothers, plus himself, a total of 9 people. They were surnamed Li and called Zhuli, plus 70 Jian2 tribal brothers and 80 Jianwan branches. They fought east and west, and seized the territory of the 9 Li kingdom. Chi Yu was called the king of Zhuli. In 50 Jian 5th year of Yan Emperor, 2713 BC, Yan was defeated in the Battle of Bangquan and abdicated, and was given Lu as a fief. At this time, the Zhuli people were divided into 2. Some followed Chi Yu and stayed, and some followed Yan to migrate. The descendants of these 2 branches, some people took Lai as their surname symbol, which is the source of Lai in later generations. Chi Yu used sun gold to forge a knife, seeking the divine iron for immortality, which was finally used by the military master. Chi Yu is the ancestor of weapons. The four beasts in the Shanhai Jing are related to Qi Yu. The Zhuli people competed for the Central Plains. Their greatest reliance was the witchcraft artifact, 9 Jianli diagram. It is a formation map comparable to Fu Shi's Haitu and Luo Shu. Long Yu Hatu recorded 80 Jian brothers of Qi Yu, with a human body and a fishtail, with copper head and iron forehead, killing 10 sons, and created weapons. Qi Yu dominated the world. Emperor Huangdi united with the Yan tribe and fought against Qi Yu in Zhuolu field. Qi Yu could call the wind and rain in battle, and made thick fog, which made the Yellow Emperor's army lose their way. Later the Yellow Emperor invented the compass car, and many gods helped him. So he defeated and killed Qi Yu. After Qi Yu's death, he was promoted to a star. After the defeat, Lai Bai, the youngest brother of Qi Yu, and established a tribe in Yunnan now. Because the people in the evolved tribe can ride elephants, they were also called the Elephant Kingdom. The Ailao Kingdom has a legend about a woman named Sha Hu Shi, fished by the river and touched a log, and gave birth to 10 sons. The log turned into a dragon. The dragon asked where his sons were. 9 sons fled. The youngest son was eaten by the dragon. So he was named Zhulong, and was elected as the king by tribes, and established the most primitive Ailao kingdom. During the Xia dynasty, floods were rampant, and people suffered. Da Yu asked Zhulong for help. He used Qiongqi, Hundan, Daoti and Tuo's bones to cast 9 tripods, to suppress the evil dragon's veins, to keep the world peaceful. Although the 4 great beasts were not enough to suppress the dragon, but there were many dragons in the 9 states. They claimed to be the real dragons and made trouble, so Da Yu asked 9 ferocious beasts to cast the tripod. Originally, there were 10 ancient beasts. Zhu Juyin was not included in the list. 9 dragons knew the harm of the flood. They agreed to Da Yu's request. The only condition was that Da Yu use Huang Yin of Xia to help him open the Zhuli map. Without ancestral teachings, the Zhuli people only knew simple witchcraft. The 9 barbarians map was sealed after Qi Yu's death, and the Qi Yu's longevity book was also sealed in Jili. There is a giant python guarding it all year round. This giant python is one of the descendants of Zhu Juyin. The name of Ailao shows the memory of Chu Zhuyu. Chu Yu ranked first in Zhuli and was called Li Ten. After hundreds of years of evolution, the Ailao kingdom had a vast territory in its heyday. 3,000 miles east, 4,600 miles north and south, with an area of about 1.38 million square kilometers. Most of its territory was the same as Yangchang County. It starts from the Ailao Mountains, west to Min Mountain in northern Myanmar, south to the southern border of Xishuangbanna, and the southern foot of the Himalayas in the north. But the rulers knew that Qi Yu, the ancestor of Lai people, can help people live long. The legend of the elixir of life. During the Qin dynasty, Qin Shi Huang frequently sent envoys to seek the elixir, but was rejected by the king of Ailao. The war was imminent when Meng Yi led 500,000 Qin troops to pacify Nanyue. He wanted to destroy Ailao in one fell swoop to seize the elixir. King Jinggao of Ailao opened the Zhuli map and sealed the country. The entire Ailao mountain was covered by the Zhuli map. Since then the enchantment formation was formed. The core of Ailao was insufficient. Still lived near the Ailao Mountain Zhuli ancestral mausoleum. It was hard for outsiders to find the real Ailao kingdom. Later, Lai Runja left Ailaoten, became the local emperor in Yunnan. He transported all the gold back to his land. Because the spells of the Jili witchcraft support the operation of the 9 Li diagram, the spell must be maintained by a large amount of gold. It needs material replenishment every few hundred years. This led to the treasure event in the folk legend of Ailao Mountain. In general, the miasma and illusions on Ailao Mountain are just the enchantment of the 9 Li tribe. The giant python seen by some people should also be a descendant. They are all related to the Zhuli people in the depths. Related things are inextricably linked.